read the Bible. Who am I? I'm asking God if I'm just a sinner. Need identity, help me out. If I forgot, help me remember. World telling me that I'm black and a bunch of bywords after that. Shake them up, awake the nation. All my life I had to fight like Sophia. Keep your hands off me. They killing us in these streets. Just hashtagging and start the marching. Not me. I linked up with New Breed. My iron sharpened. From the dust I was created. I speak the truth till I'm in the coffin. God is love. Jesus saved. Why they ain't tell us about the wrath? New Testament say by grace. Why they ain't tell us about the past? Deuteronomy 28. They didn't teach that in Sunday class. Who am I? Where I come from? You the seed of Abraham. Christ said he only came for the lost sheep of Israel. All that time I spent in church, they never talked about Israel. Oh, it's Christmas, oh, it's Easter, paganism that they worship. Praise Yah, I've been convicted. False doctrine, get evicted. Shake them up, awake the nation. We've been scattered across the globe. Shake them up, awake the nation. True identity, we've been chosen. Shake them up, awake the nation. We the people that saw the book. We learned the truth and they got them shook.
Whole world looking twisted, shaking off the hinges. Need our laws and forgiveness. Must remind you with these fringes, they rules are getting stringent. So we moving so relentless. Look around, seeing lifeless faces, shocking with defibrillators. Now they hearts are palpitating. Now the souls are levitating. Mr. Ball is devastation. Idol steady falling down. Sacraments of desecration in the final jubilee. According to these calculations, this is blood before dishonor. Broken free from yoke and iron. Now these heathens cannot stop us. Put no God before the Father. Sending shockwaves to your chakra. We Yehuda, they imposters. Bow our heads and let us pray. Send your son with no delay. Make them pay for their crusades. Pull the pen out, this grenade. Somebody call ballistics, cause forensics almost on the way. Yeah, this off the Richter scale. God's wrath, the earth will quake. They playing games. Triple H, mental war, inseminate. The Bible's ours, let's litigate.
Shake them up, awake the nation. We've been scattered across the globe. Shake them up, awake the nation. True identity, we've been chosen. Shake them up, awake the nation. We the people that saw the book. We learned the truth and they got them shook. Rise up, oh Israel. Rise up, oh Israel. Rise up, oh Israel. Rise up.
And once again, it's on. Shake them up. Awake the nation. Yes. If you like that song right there, that is Shot Blood Before Dishonor, featuring myself, artist name, I am New Breed. And you can find that song exclusively on New Breed Music and Motivation. And we're right back. And this particular topic right here, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I couldn't wait to cover this. I just couldn't wait. Because this shows that the Most High God is bringing judgment to all frauds, swindlers, and people who think they can build success off vanity and not out of truth and sincerity. Yes, indeed. I see y'all rolling in the chat pretty quick. All praises to the God of Israel. I see CJ Matthews in the building. Slim Kings, Jordan's in here. Michael, Casper, Melanated Royalty. Yes, indeed. I see Unveiled Woman in the house. Lon Diamond, Shot Blood Before Dishonor. Casper, T Fly, let's get it, let's go. So in case you all don't know, Black Lives Matter, the organization that was supposedly ran by trained Marxists, not even supposedly, came out of their own mouths actually. The organization is under public scrutiny. They under hot water. They are being accused of swindling the people of $60 million. $60 million. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's layers to this. I really want to cover this from a biblical perspective. I'm not going to be too long-winded. I want to actually just share the screen with y'all to show you what's going on, right? And here we have it. I'm going to go ahead and react to this,
And somebody said it right, blowing lots of money. BLM, blowing lots of money. And the Bible tells us, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And everybody that was warning everybody to what was going to take place, people decided to shun those people, isolate them, and speak all manners of evil against people who had something to say about BLM. Well, now, everything that was said seems to be coming true, right? All right, let's go.
Reporting that the Black Lives Matter organization is halting online fundraising after facing scrutiny for missing financial records. The California Department of Justice threatening to hold the foundation's leaders personally liable.
Whoa! They're looking to hold their leaders personally liable. Oh, wait. See, this is when it gets real right here. We're talking about they're going to be held liable personally, ladies and gentlemen. So they can do some jail time. And let me bring this out here, right? What do the scriptures tell us? Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Many false prophets. And let's put an emphasis on that word prophet, because prophet just don't mean somebody who's teaching to the people. A prophet is somebody who actually gains off of the people as well, but they don't have the people's pure intentions at heart. They don't have the people's best interests at heart. And now this is being magnified on a global scale. Everybody's seeing what's going on. And somebody said it in the chat, that $60 million could have helped many people. And now the Most High God is dealing with these people. Now, we're talking about they can get dragged out by the ATF, SWAT, FBI, boots to the ground. These people are in ritzy conclaves in Los Angeles, in various places. They've been blowing lots of money and buying large mansions. You hear me? They can literally be dragged out of those mansions and put into a pissy 4x4 sale. Ain't that the Most High's judgment? How many of these people have we seen fail in the last couple years who have swindled the people? There's a handful of content creators out there that have been finessing and finagling the people out of their hard-earned money and not pouring it back into the community, and they have failed dramatically. So much so they have to do OnlyFans now. Went from pro-black to OnlyFans. Ain't that a damn shame? That's what we got going on right now with these people, right? And let me go to another scripture here. Proverbs 20:17 reads, bread of deceit is sweet to a man, but afterwards his mouth shall be filled with gravel. Ooh, Lord, I'm so happy that I never swindled people. I'm so happy I had never had shady business practices. I'm so happy I ain't never tried to tickle people's ears and finesse. Oh, Lord knows. And I'm doing good because of it. Because what the Lord just say, he says, when you deceive people and you get bread from deception, when you get bread from deception, it's sweet to a man, but afterwards it tastes like gravel in your mouth. I'm telling you. Imagine 1 minute you chewing on some soft bread fresh out the oven, nice and sweet with a little honey in it. Imagine you chewing on a Hawaiian roll and all of a sudden it turning to gravel and your teeth is cracking. That's what's happening to anybody who think they're going to swindle God's people. And if this happening to our people first, imagine what they're going to do to the kingdoms and the nations that have been enslaving us. What else? What else do you believe they're going to do? Listen, how the Most High not playing. It's going to be gnashing of teeth for people who want to swindle God's people because our people lack the knowledge, lack the wisdom. What? Man, let's play this. What can happen to these people? I want to hear this. I've been waiting on this because I had so many people tell me, Nubri, you need to shut the hell up talking about Black Lives Matter. They're trying to do something for the people. It says, beware of many false prophets. You should have looked at their damn lifestyles and judged everything based on their lifestyle. We got a bunch of women who wearing 38 jeans, claiming to run the organization, claiming to spark the revolution. They wearing 38 jeans. They out here playing on the other side. You got to look at a person's lifestyle before you put your trust and your money into it. Man, let's see. Let's get it, man. We cooking with gas. Them scriptures don't lie. They don't lie at all.
If they fail to disclose details of the $60 million in donations.
Goodness gracious. $60 million. They're going to do Fed time. They're going to do Fed time, bro. $60 million. And they failed to disclose it. Jessica Freeman, thank you for the $50 contribution. Says phenomenal content as always. Thank you so much, Jessica. I highly appreciate it. And thank you for supporting this work. See, I really salute that. People who see somebody putting in genuine work, real work, and they're willing to support. Peace and love to you. I'm telling you, yo, this is madness right here. Now, I said this a long time ago. If you go back into the archives, I was saying that BLM, they're spending the money on campaign rallies. They're spending the money on picket signs. They're spending the money on places that is literally equivalating to personal gain. And I even broke it down in the video. I remember this like it was yesterday. I did a live stream. I broke it down. I even went to the BLM website and I was showing y'all. I was like, what? Listen, look how this money is being distributed. I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, you're out here donating your money to them and they're swindling the people. But what does it say in them scriptures? What does it say in them scriptures? It says, wealth gotten by vanity. In Proverbs 13:11, wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase. It shall increase if you gathering by hard work, dedication, and truth. But if you out here swindling and playing games, oh, it's going to diminish real quick.
That it received in the next 2 months. Here now is Andrew Kerr, Washington Examiner investigative reporter.
Yo, these people are being audited. And once they get audited, it's going to be a lot of dirty details that come to the table. I'm telling y'all, once these people get audited, there's going to be a lot of receipts. There's going to be a lot of dirt. And we're going to see mass incarceration within that particular organization. You're even going to see some people in the industry that made a come up off of BLM. There's going to be people in the industry that had partnerships with them, that was working with them. It's going to be a lot of arrests being made. I guarantee it. Mark my words. If they get out of this, bro, if they get out of this, I would be shocked. And if they do get out of it, then they're going to be used for another plan. But I believe that the elite is done with them because this is how Satan works. We know that George Soros is behind Black Lives Matter. That's without a shout of a doubt. It's definitely George Soros. We don't even second guess that. Black Lives Matter was not started by some hashtags and a few black girls who swing for the other side. That ain't how this started. But guess who's going to be the ones who fall? That's right. That's right. Because the Most High God judges our people first. Leon the Servant, thank you for the $20 contribution. Says all facts, no printer. I was there, breed. I stand and testify. It says you expose those clowns. Absolutely. I said it clear as day. And one of the videos was labeled inappropriate. The other video, I had a lot of people in the chat saying, no, that ain't even it, man. These people trying to help the people. Judge these people by their roots. You got to test the spirit of the people. Look at how one lives their life. Somebody in the chat says, this is the apocalypse we living in, and the world apocalypse stems from an ancient Greek word, which means the lifting of the veil. The shadows are being exposed by the light. Absolutely. Everything done in the dark got to come to the light. It all got to come to it.
Incredible work, Andrew. What do you know right now about these developments?
Right. So Black Lives Matter is a public charity. That means that they have an obligation to disclose, basic information about their finances to the public, information about their leadership, and information about where they actually reside. And Black Lives Matter has provided none of that information. Information on their 2020 finances, a year in which they closed out with 60 million in their bank accounts, is months late. We tried to go to their Los Angeles address. My colleague did last week and was told by a security guard that Black Lives Matter has never had an office here.
Oh, wow. Goodness gracious. They hit the dipset. I'm talking about they hit the plies, ran off on the plug twice. They try to call me, I ain't calling back. They hit the plies, ran off on the plug twice. They pulled an Asada Shakur, escaped to Cuba. I'm telling you, bro. Oh, no. Say it ain't so. Yo, how many of you black folks out there got smoked for them people who done got you out of your money? Man, that is something else right there, bro. Look, he said they went to their establishments. Come to find out, they had no markets there. They had no businesses there. That's something else, ain't it? That's how Pi said, I ran off on the plug twice. They try to call me, I ain't calling back. That's what they did, bro. They told you Black Lives Matter. This is what they told the people. They said that Black Lives Matter. They got filthy rich. They got filthy rich on some I'm gonna die trying to spin this ish. Moved to a ritzy conclave in Hollywood Hills around white people. They told you Black Lives Matter, got rich, and moved around white people. Can't make this up, bro.
And we constantly get packages that we have to read for Black Lives Matter that we have to return back to sender. And their board members won't disclose who has been in charge of the charity for the past 8 months. When its former co-founder, or when its co-founder Patrice.
Man, Patrice and Tamika, they on a run. They should be wanted by the FBI. They should be wanted by the IRS, and they should be wanted by the hood, because the hood had you burning down damn stores. They should be wanted by everybody. You believed in them. His will is real. Thank you for the $10 contribution. Says, blow the shofar, Yasharel. Share, share, share. Absolutely. Put this content out there. Put it on out there.
These colors left the organization last May amid scrutiny over her own personal real estate purchases. She appointed 2 co-executive directors to lead the organization.
Listen, she bought all of this land and she didn't even create communities. She purchased all this land and didn't even create communities. Now, listen, imagine this. If she would have took that money, I'm not against purchasing land, and I'm damn sure not against real estate. But if she would have purchased this land and actually did something for the people that she claimed mattered, if she actually did something for the people that she claimed mattered, when the IRS came kicking down your door, when that audit came, you would have, at the very least, been able to prove where the money went, that you were actually supporting people. You would have had the people behind you. It's crazy. What them scriptures say. It says in 2 Peter, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as they shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. Bringeth about themselves swift destruction. Since these women want to be walking around with our jeans on, let's see how they do in a federal penitentiary, surrounded by a bunch of women with some hard faces. Let's see how they do surrounded by those sisters in a pen, right? They've been there for a real long time. Those sisters over there who ready to destroy something. especially somebody who's been swindling the people on the outside. Then you will recognize swift destruction, because that's heretical. These people are operating in heresy, no loyalty to the people. Madness, bro.
But they quietly...
Hold on, we got to rewind that. Do you hear what he just said? Listen.
Its former co-founder, or when its co-founder Patrisse Cullors left the organization last May amid...
Hey, I told y'all when Patrisse Cullors stepped down, I said this as well. I said Patrisse Cullors about to step down because that's the best. She's going to get out of it more than likely. She stepped down because there's some things that's happening. I covered that story. I said Patrisse Cullors stepped down. That's because she knows in the future some things are going to come out. Not saying that she will get away, but she'll have a better chance than Tamika Mallory and anybody else associated with that organization who was riding this wave until the wheels fell off. Lon Diamond, thank you for the $20 super sticker. Highly appreciate you, sister. Thank you for supporting the work. Somebody said, just when you thought we can finally trust our own kind. Whoo-wee. They Judases, I tell you. Straight up Judases. The game is dirty and foul, bro. All right, let's continue here. Look how they moved.
Scrutiny over her own personal real estate purchases. She appointed 2 co-executive directors to lead the organization, but they quietly announced in September that we're not taking the job because we can't come to an agreement with Black Lives Matter. So amid all of this, the state of Washington and California have recently notified Black Lives Matter that, hey, if you guys want to operate in our state, then you need to submit your financial information. Until you do so, you are not to solicit any contributions from citizens of our state. Washington.
So basically, they had to shut their websites down. They had to shut everything. There is no more donation button for Black Lives Matter. They had to cease and desist. You hear me? Yep. Latia said the Mashiach made the wheels fall off. Oh yeah, this is judgment. He executing judgment. And there's no doubt about that. And I'm going to tell you, from a mansion to a 4x4 stale, a 4x4 stale ass jail cell, woo-wee. That's a huge difference. That's a real rude awakening. That's a wake-up call for you. Because if they get found guilty of swindling our people like that, they are going to face some crucial jail time. And if not, they're going to see if these people can. The only way that they'll stay out of it if they can be used to do it again. That's how this demonic system works. Once your reputation is destroyed, I'm gonna tell you, them devils that created these organizations are gonna throw you right under the bus. Yep, somebody said it. They're able to pull this nonsense again and again because we're not black. We're the Moors, the tribe of Israel, and Yisraelite Moors, aka Yehuda Moor. Right. And listen, they're going to be able to pull it over 10 times over, 1,000 times over for people who don't actually open this Bible and start using some discernment and testing the spirits of these organizations.
And warned Black Lives Matter in a letter a few weeks ago that you could face fines upward to $2,000 per violation. And California said that we will hold, the leaders and everybody that's in charge of solicitation at Black Lives Matter personally accountable if you don't submit your records within 60 days. So yesterday, Black Lives Matter took the extraordinary step, and they announced that we're going to pause all online fundraising as we get our registration issued.
Yeah, because they saying, hey, we getting caught with our hands in a damn cookie jar. And for the situation is we ate real good. We done ate long enough. They done got fat where everybody starved. I mean, damn, you been eating long enough now. Stop being greedy. Keep it real, man. Give to the needy. Ribs is touching. They done got busted, so they like, you know what? We're just gonna shut it down. We didn't already build, a certain amount of money. So listen, let's not get caught up in continuing to try to make more money. Let's just shut it down. We eating good, y'all good, we good, y'all good, we good. And that's what they did. Man, oh man. We're seeing a lot of these con artists fall right now by the waistline. Every last person who swindled the people, they got to deal with the great downfall. It's not worth it. All that damn jugging out here ain't worth it.
Be sorted out. But this is some breaking news from just before I came on air. It turns out that Black Lives Matter is still accepting donations from their Act Blue donation pages. They told me just before we came on the air that these are not active fundraising pages. These are former fundraising pages, which doesn't really make sense because they, I was able.
Oh man, they are slick with it. They said, look, these fundraising pages, they're not active. They're just former fundraising pages. So since they're not active, we can leave them open, which is an oxymoron. That's a conundrum. Basically, he left this reporter and investigator, he left him in a kerfuffle. Like, hold on, that don't make no sense. He just caught it when he got on air live. He like, hold on, they still swindling a little something. Man, let me tell you. Proverbs 10:2. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivereth from death. Treasure of wickedness profit nothing. You making ends meet off of doing something that's totally wicked will profit you nothing. I mean, they just threw some word salad at that man.
To pitch $1 to Black Lives Matter, proving that they're still actively accepting contributions, despite their statement yesterday that they're no longer, going to be soliciting funds online. This is a developing story. Black Lives Matter is.
Now, listen, you got all of these Black women that stood behind Black Lives Matter. You got all of these Black women who pretty much funded this organization and brought them to the prominence and the height that they are in. Listen, where is the same Black girl magic to come forth, come hither, come all of the Black girl magic that supported this organization? Why aren't you taken to media right now? Why aren't you really going in on BLM? Because that is who brought this organization into prominence. That's who did it. Crickets. When are we going to start using our powers the right way? Black women being the #1 consumers in the United States, wouldn't be no stock market, wouldn't be anything without the Black woman and where she spends her dollars. You know who was donating to Black Lives Matter? Our aunts, grandmothers, sisters, cousins, nieces. That's who was donating to Black Lives Matter. And those same people need to be the ones to tear this place down. And really, it shouldn't be this man right here under investigation. It should have been our people policing what happens to our money that goes into our community.
They have registration issues in about 9 states. And if they don't submit their information, then they're soon going to be out of compliance and more.
Oh, much more. The IRS don't play no games. You don't play with their money. And also with this Black girl magic, how is it that we got organizations like the divestors? We got these women who come together like the divestors. And then when somebody like Howard Stern gets in blackface, paints his face all the way black, and use the N-word so many times his teeth turned whiter. How is it that this white male can go on national TV and do that, and that particular clip that he did can resurface on World Star Hip Hop to be shown to households worldwide? Because let's be real, that particular clip from Howard Stern, it's just like a modern day minstrel show. And this modern day minstrel show is being shown still to households worldwide because our children can watch it. You know where your children at? They on World Star Hip Hop. Seeing Howard Stern dress up in blackface with Robin right next to him. With Robin next to him. With a black male dressed up like a woman. All while he says the N-word like it's running out of style. But where is the black girl magic then? When he's disrespecting black women, that whole clip. The man got chicken on the table. The man got a 40 ounce on the table. The man got a picture of Mammy on the table. And he's talking and he's degrading black women. But y'all don't have, but you still have organizations like Divestors. You still got Black Girl Magic. When are you going to use your power? And the power of the cancel culture comes from the black woman. When are you going to use the power of the cancel culture to cancel something that needs to be canceled? Seems to me that the only thing you cancel is somebody hurting your damn feelings. Seems to me the only thing you cancel is when somebody question your lifestyle of whoredom. Where's the black girl magic now? Holding these people accountable.
And there's states, as you've reported, that kind of dot the country, from Maine to North Carolina and Virginia, New Jersey, New Mexico, and Maryland and Connecticut. There's so many questions I have for you, Andrew. But what about the companies? You would think that the companies that donated money to the Black Lives Matter organization, here are just some of them: Airbnb, beauty brand Glossier, Spanx, Tom's Shoes, Lululemon. Why aren't those company executives standing up and publicly saying, where's the accounting of?
And listen, none of those organizations are going to be held accountable. There always has to be a fall guy. Listen to the companies that was involved. None of them are going to go down. None of them are going to go down, bro. Like, mark my words when I tell you this. None of those agencies will suffer. You got Airbnb, Glossier, Spanx, Tom's, and you got Lululemon, who are all connected with Black Lives Matter, who pretty much help them gather financial support.
It's standing up and publicly saying, where's the accounting of this money?
Right. They made a big scene.
Oh, they got paid too. Don't think for a second. Don't even imagine that Tiffany Mallory and Patrice Coolers and a handful of others ran away with 60. They got the entire 60 mil. Don't think that for a second. Don't think that they got the entire 60 mil. Better believe they got a nice chunk of change, but better believe that it's always going to be other people profiting. I really would like to see everybody go down, because this sounds like a criminal enterprise. That's what it sounds like. A criminal enterprise built off of our people who are despair merchants, people who are graveyard chasers. And this all came off of the back of a black male being choked out unconscious all the way until death in the middle of the streets. It all came from a death of a black male, and they had sprawled all of this money.
In 2020,
right.
After the George Floyd killing, that we're gonna, donating 6-figure, 7-figure donations.
Yep, that was order out of chaos. George Floyd killing was order out of chaos. Yep, somebody said, Drew Mill says, a pyramid scheme targeting towards our sisters. Absolutely. That's exactly what it was. Somebody said the world is a stage. Yep. And Yasra, you're right. They need to be hit with racketeering. There's no doubt about this. They should be hit with the RICO. You need to hit these people with the RICO. Dead serious. Somebody said, yes, Tamika Mallory was one of them. Shaking my head, so shameful, expose them, New Breed. Absolutely. Tamika Mallory, she part of it. Oh, yeah. They going down. The Most High got this.
It's the Black Lives Matter. What I think is more concerning is that there were a large number of people, probably millions of people, that donated to this charity with good intentions, just like regular folks that did not like the scenes that they were seeing on television. And Black Lives Matter has a duty to those people that gave them their hard-earned money, what they've done with their money. It's been 2 years. Their reporting was due months ago, and it's been radio silence from what is perhaps the most influential social justice charity in the country.
What about additional investigations? Do you think that there will be an even deeper dive, a bigger dive from attorneys general in other states?
Well, I spoke to the Attorney General of Indiana the other day, and while he wouldn't confirm or deny whether there was an investigation that he was partaking in regards to Black Lives Matter, he said that the facts that we've been reporting at the Washington Examiner are very concerning. And he said that, you know, these are essentially the patterns that we see with organizations that turn out to be frauds or scams. You know, no information about their finances, refusal to answer basic questions about their leadership, offices that don't exist. All of these are not good signs. And
man, we're gonna be seeing them walking away in cuffs, and it ain't gonna be a stage walk away. It ain't gonna be like they're walking away just to do photo ops. We should be seeing them walk away in cuffs to do Fed time. Somebody said they stole from the church's plate. You ain't lying. Somebody said it's the betrayal for me. Somebody said social justice. Give us business, not charities. Absolutely. With $60 million, that should have been going into Black enterprise. Somebody said the shame is so real. BLM bought and paid for by George Soros. But I bet you George Soros won't be going down. Somebody said hit him with the book. Oh, yeah, you already know what time it is. What them scriptures tell us? Them scriptures tell us. But the prophet, and this is Deuteronomy, it's the Deuteronomy 18 and 20. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even the prophet shall die. These people ain't come in, they didn't come in the auspice of somebody who fears the Most High. We're talking about degenerates. And they made their prophet. Listen, the Most High God's going to judge these people. Somebody said the person who said it's the betrayal for me, though. Yep, it really is. I want to go to another one because that's Fox News. You see, I want to add a little balance here. I want to go to Fox News, and then I want to go to some liberal news. I want to see how the conservative news media would cover this. And now I want to go over to see how the liberal news media would cover this. Let's see. Let's see the difference right here. Y'all give me one moment. Let me pull this up, man. We got to see how the liberal news media is going to cover this, because this right here, Black Lives Matter, was a liberal Trojan horse. Seriously. A straight up cesspool. That's what it really is, a damn cesspool. I'm going to call it Swindler's List. Not Schindler's List. We're going to call them Swindler's List. Let's see from the left wing. I'm going to see what the left wing got to say. We got Fox News. Oh, why Fox News the only ones who want to cover it? Oh, why I'm not surprised. Fox News. All right, so let's get some MSNBC. Let's get MSNBC. See, I like to do this fair and balanced. So anybody watching will be like, well, New Breed, you're going to Fox News. That's inaccurate. No, let's see what they're saying on the left too. And I know a lot of people who follow the left, they have a hard time listening and have a hard time with critical thinking. So we're going to listen to what's being said over there. Somebody says CNN. MSNBC is left wing. Let me make sure I'm correct, right? Y'all let me know. MSNBC is considered liberal news. Let me make sure before I go there. If I'm right, y'all hit me with a yes. If I'm wrong, y'all hit me with a no in the chat. Somebody said, love the movie Swindler's List. Yes. Somebody said, absolutely breed. MSNBC is the worst liberal outlet. Let's get it. Let's go to the worst. So they can't say a brother ain't being fair and balanced, right? Now they're calling it a probe. Wait, why is GOP demanding to investigate Black Lives Matter in January 6th probe? A probe? Let's see how y'all gonna smooth this over.
File your taxes free your way.
Show me how you gonna swing.
File with unlimited help.
Hold on, let me just say this, right? Here's where common sense comes into play. Here's what common sense comes into play. $60 million, right? 60 million. How many people in the Black community, have benefited from Black Lives Matter? We need to see receipts. We need to see people, not in the music industry, not people who have interest in Black Lives Matter, who have stock in Black Lives Matter, not people who are affiliates. But how many people out of the raw gutter streets, the same place where George Floyd died, how many people have reaped the benefits? In fact, you've had mothers of lost sons talking about how Black Lives Matter ain't did nothing but get money from their name. They given nothing back to the families of these young Black men who've been gunned down by police. The mothers don't even say what Black Lives Matter have done. You don't even have their mothers on TV saying Black Lives Matter helped us after my son was unfortunately gunned down by police. How much money have they spent going towards protesting, far as reteaching police officers? Where did this money go? So before you listen to the liberal news and they tell you, oh, they just probing and picking, what have you benefited? What has your community benefited off of Black Lives Matter except a damn t-shirt? Y'all better stop trying to find other gods. The children of Israel and the men of Israel, the only ones speaking the absolute truth out here. Y'all better stop looking for these damn idols to lead you out of this. They ain't doing nothing but trying to destroy you, take your money and leave you without. Only thing you got to show for it is a damn hashtag. And Black Girl Magic. Black Girl Magic, they don't seem to be working. Because all through our communities, we got swirlers and we got women who are unadulterated. Now let's see what they got to say on MSNBC. Well, I went to the worst one.
Days since the January 6th attack on the Capitol, and there still has been zero.
Oh yeah, you got to start it off with the Capitol. We still talking about Donald Trump having people, well, supposedly having people march down to the Capitol. You see how slow these people are. You see how far beyond, you see how far left behind they are on the left-wing news. Donald Trump is a psyop. Donald Trump is the Manchurian candidate. You say the name Donald Trump, it snaps you Negroes into hypnosis. Hold on, Donald Trump, the Capitol, riots. No, let's get to this topic. Don't try to preference this topic. Let's talk about Black Lives Matter. Let's get it.
Comprehensive public accounting on exactly what happened. For example, Capitol Police initially said that fallen off this week did a roll on sickness. Perfect example of what that went out to Capitol Police officers the morning when this country very famously came on
partisan commission.
Y'all give me one moment.
Well, we're moving.
It looks like that this video is falsely titled. I don't see anything about Black Lives Matter. In fact, they're still talking about what happened over there at the Capitol. So this is clickbait. This is clearly clickbait. Y'all give me one moment to find another video. When somebody said MSNBC is the worst, you're absolutely right. That's total trash right there. I'd be surprised if the left wing even share it because they really can't say anything. They might not even have anything. Let's see here. Let's try again. And y'all get the thumbs up on the live stream if you gain an edification. Let's get it. Let's go. Show your support for the channel. If you are learning something here. All right, let's see. Black Lives Matter. Let's try this again. Black Lives Matter under investigation. Here, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Y'all can help me pick one. We keep these live streams nothing short of interactive. All right, let's get it. All right, Black Lives Matter. Let's get it. All right, you got Fox Business. Fox. It seems like Fox the only one who want to cover this. Seem like Fox News the only ones that want to cover it. All right, it is what it is. It is what it is. I tried to make sure that the left-wing media, is in their best interest to not even say anything. It's in their best interest to not even say anything, people. Yeah, it's not even on YouTube at all what the left wing have to say. And this is trending news right now. It's not there. When you put it in a search engine, only thing that came up was Fox News. And that's why people in our community ain't talking about it. I'm telling you, listen, the media, this proves that the media is just so controlled. They don't even cover when they're exposed. They ain't fair at all. Yeah, somebody said left-wing media would never expose even. Like, I would think that they would at least address it. At least say, no, it's shenanigans. It's wrong. The right is just trying to probe. No, they didn't say anything. They was quiet as a church mouse. Quiet as a church mouse. And that's how this is how Joe Biden and Kamala Harris got in office off the back of this liberal Trojan horse. They got in office off of chaos. You had Kamala coming there with the Hunger Games pennant on. They literally came in off of chaos. So it's no wonder why the left-wing media ain't even covering the fact that the organization that spearheaded your campaign, you ain't got nothing to say. They quiet. Yeah, so talk about it. That's some unethical journalism at its finest. Talk about it. Yep, media stems from an ancient Greek goddess, Medea, who was the goddess of illusion. Even the tribes, natives in the country, Medea was the illusion. That's facts. That's facts. Telling you, man. 2 Corinthians 11, verse 13. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ. Deceitful workers. Tiffany Mallory get on TV crying. We are tired of having our sons and our brothers gunned down. We're tired of seeing it. So damn it, burn down Target, burn down AutoZone. It's about the bag. It's about the money. These people are deceitful. That's why the Bible tell you, boy, it ain't no evil like the evil of a woman. A woman can be crying, sniffling, snot bubbles coming out of her nose. We're tired of seeing our sons get gunned down. They can be sitting there, nose bubbling, snot drooling, crying, shedding tears from here to Kalamazoo, and be lying. And be lying. And you want to follow an organization that's ran by women. You crazy as hell. These women supposed to spark the revolution. And they told me I was wrong when I brought that to everybody's attention. Soon as Black Lives Matter dropped, I said, man, it was a woman. I ain't following no woman. Y'all out in the streets burning precincts, and I'm not following no woman into no war. You got to be crazy as hell. If they put a woman president in office, I'm leaving the country. Do y'all hear me? If they put a woman in office, I'm leaving. I'm going to Africa. I'm going somewhere. I'm leaving. Because I know damn well it's only a matter of time before we get annihilated. And the Golden Globe Award goes to Tamika Mallory, Patrice Cullors, anybody else that's connected to BLM. Oh, yeah, somebody said, I don't blame you. And if Kamala is up next, oh, man, it's about time to go. It's about time to go. That's where I draw the line. I don't teach no flee doctrine. I don't teach run and get up out of the country. I don't teach that, but I damn sure don't teach against leaving out of the country and going to other places. And if you put Kamala Harris in office as the active president, that's the straw that breaks the camel's back. That's the straw that breaks the camel's back for me, telling you right now. Yeah, they made us look despicable. Somebody said we under a woman right now. Biden's wife is running things. No, them lobbyists is running things. Them lobbyists is running things. Them major corporations is running things. That shadow government running things behind the scenes. There's a shadow government with demons running things. And these people ain't humans. Yeah, we got to bring back true leadership. And it's crazy. We don't support the people who've been around, the people who have already been entrusted with certain, finances and things of that nature. And let me say this, not to personalize things, but I have a standing record. I have a standing record as being a man of integrity from the inception of my channel. I'm talking about I've had Spiritual Jamaica Retreat. I've been entrusted in finances beyond what a lot of people can even imagine. And guess what? When things went aside, when the pandemic hit, there's not a person out there that didn't get a refund. I personally sat there and made sure everybody got a refund. You would never be able to call New Breed a swindler. That's why I got the support I get from my people. That's why people support my work, because my reputation precedes itself, because I know the law in this Bible. When you're a biblical man, you don't go against the grain and play with people's money. You understand that much is required, that much is given, much is required. You understand that. I set up personally and made sure everybody got it back. And I was under no legal obligation to do so. But there was no way that I was going to swindle my people. It was not going to happen. Agimo, thank you for the $10 contribution. Says this is why the Bible say during war, kill the men, leave the women as spoils. We as men are the frontline defenders of our nation. Let's stay on code and follow the Most High Yah at all times. Facts. Facts. Seriously. That is some real talk that brother just said. It's time for the women to fall back. For here on out, it's time for the women to fall back and look towards your men. If you haven't learned anything, you should be looking towards your men, your awakened men, your spiritual men, to where your finances are going to be going, who you want to be invested in. Somebody said, that's right. Somebody said, I'm right here with you, Breed. I'm glad you're here, family. I'm glad you're here. Somebody said facts. They was using the emotions of the people to generate revenue. It is disgusting. It is. It is disgusting. The protege of Al Sharpton. When somebody dies, you show up to the scene with some tissues. You holding the mother. You got the mother. You got your arm around the mother. You got your little tissues with her. Here you go. How could you look in the eyes of the mothers? How could you look in the eyes, wrap your arm around them on national TV, hand them a tissue, and the whole time the only thing you seeing is green. Only thing you seeing is straight green. Revelations 20:10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. Y'all call me doom and gloom. But they're going to be right with the false prophet in a lake of fire. These people going to burn for this. They're going to burn for this. You understand how serious it is when the Most High give you an opportunity to do something right for your people? When the Most High give you an opportunity to do something righteous for your people? When the Lord give you an opportunity to put your people in houses on land? When the Most High give you opportunity to escape the sword and the famine and the war that's coming here, and he entrusting you with that, and he make means for you by your own people, and you take that and you go live lavish with it, and you say, the hell with those people, the hell with the children of Israel, the hell with the children of God. How could you do God's chosen people like that and think that you're not going to burn for it? You remember when in the Bible, you remember when Judas gave up Christ for 30 shekels. Judas was so tormented, the man offed himself. He was so tormented. The Most High said to Judas, it was better that you wasn't even born. It was better that you wasn't even born to do what you did for a measly 30 shekels. And if these women end up doing jail time over this, I'm telling you, those people in those cells, those women with those stone cold hard faces that have been doing tough time, that ain't been getting no sunlight. Those women out there that's been in there doing hard time, I'm telling you right now, they're gonna find out the hard way. These women gonna have to find out the hard way what hell is, because they was trying to do something for the almighty dollar, and they're gonna be running them pockets. They're gonna be running them damn pockets. You're gonna be putting money on everybody's books. Yep, somebody said, yeah, they're gonna end up going to hell for this type of stuff. I don't play with that. I don't play with trying to swindle people. Nah. Get back to them scriptures. And it reads, and we in Mark 7:6. He answered and said unto them, well hath Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, this people honoreth me with their lips, but in their hearts are far from me. You hypocrites. You know how hypocritical you got to be to sit up there and say Black Lives Matter, and as soon as you get a little bit of money, you flee the black community and don't do a damn thing for them? Do you know how hypocritical you got to be? If Black Lives Matter, why y'all not promoting family? Why we're being destroyed? Why Black Lives Matter not speaking out against abortions? If Black Lives Matter, wouldn't you think to Tamika Mallory and the rest of them, their prime objective would be shutting down Planned Parenthood and creating other ways for women who are destitute to be able to provide for their babies so they can go ahead and bring forth the lives instead of terminating pregnancies? Because the number one death of black children, of black people as a whole, is abortion. If Black Lives Matter, wouldn't they be talking about abortion? Wouldn't that be the number one topic? Wouldn't they become staunch pro-life advocates? No, they ain't gonna talk about that, because most bulldaggers don't like children. They don't like babies. They don't like babies being born. You ever seen a bulldagger at a baby shower? Nope. Have you ever seen a switch hitter at a baby shower? Nope. And if you did, look at them through your peripherals. If you seen a bull dagger at a baby shower, I want you to look at them through your peripheral vision and tell me, do they look like they want to be there and celebrate the life of your child? These people are reprobates. And what it means to be a reprobate means you under a strong delusion and you're stuck there. Somebody said, but you called this out last year. Timothy said it. Right. That's why I'm here, because I called it out last year and nobody wanted to hear it. Have you ever seen them at a baby shower? They don't. Listen, let me tell you something. The spirit that is associated with that lifestyle, the spirit that's associated is a spirit of death. Because for those who don't know, 2 scissors don't stick. 2 scissors don't stick. No life comes out of that. No life comes out of that. They're not about family. Number one, if they're not about family, then how could they tell us that Black Lives Matter? That's a hypocrite. That's a hypocrite. How could we as people not look at somebody's lifestyle and think that we can't question their leadership? It was only, let's say 50 something odd years ago where that particular lifestyle was deemed a mental disorder. It was deemed a mental disorder. 50 some odd years ago. That's not that long ago. And you want to follow those people. That's who you contribute to. And you know what really saddens me about this is our elders. They don't listen to those who are fully awakened. They think it's a game. They think it's a joke. The Bible says, out of the mouth of babes, the truth will be proclaimed. Out of the mouth of babes. You're too busy looking at numbers. You're too busy looking at what the world is following, the trends, and not looking at those subtle voices that's really in the back of your head, and you're hearing it from the Lord's prophets, but you're not digesting it. It's not seeping in. It's insanity that these people can keep on doing the same thing over and over. Over and over. People from all walks of life, your Umar Johnsons, people from all belief systems, I should say, your Umar Johnsons, your young pharaohs. I mean, the list can go on and on and on. Your brother Polites, Black Lives Matter. You got all of these so-called pro-black people who always falls after swindling the people. And if they haven't failed yet, they're going to fall. If they haven't failed yet, they're going to fall. Nobody is above reproach. Nobody is above the judgment of the Almighty. The Most High is going to get you. Oh, he's going to get you. You think you got away with that money. You can look at a brother like young Pharaoh. Now he is suffering extreme torment. You can look at him and see it. There's a cognitive dissonance going on with that brother. And I'm not here to beat him while he's down. But I'm here to use him as an example because you can clearly see that the Most High God ain't playing games about his people. You can't continue to get rich off the people. Don't you know that the nations have done this to us forever, forever, ever? Don't you know that the nations have been doing us like this ever since the inception of this country? And the Most High God is looking at what the people are doing and how they're totally stripping our community of our resources and leaving us high and dry. The Most High God ain't playing about that. He sees it. You done sold your soul for filthy lucre's sake. The Most High God is going to send demons of torment on you people. Your Kevin Samuels. He's going to send demons of torment on you people. All you people who out here ripping the people off for financial gain because you don't really have a creator that you can rely on. Y'all don't see a pattern going on? Unless it's Bible believers who's bringing forth the truth, don't put your trust in them because they don't have no laws that govern them. They don't have no rules or regulations. They all praise the almighty dollar. They all got the eye of Horus in their conscience. They are devils that you continue to give your hard-earned money to. These are demons that's operating in these people. They don't have rules to live by. They are on nomad's land. They are fishing for easy to manipulate minds, easily impressionable minds. That's all they're doing. They're telling you smooth little words. You need somebody to show you your transgressions and show you your sins. That's what the Bible tells us. I'm not no damn teacher. I'm a preacher. I tell you what the hell's going on with our people. Earlier, I was talking about the lady who got gangbanged. AJ Johnson, star actress of the movie Baby Boy. I had a young lady in the chat told me I was judgmental. As if it's cool and fly for these women to continue to parade around the way they parade around without being held accountable for their wicked ass actions. You want the 1/3 of us to be silent. You want the 1/3 that has the light to be silent so you can sin in peace. I'm not going to let you sin in peace around me. And I wouldn't want none of my people to let me sin in peace around them. Because the kingdom is at hand. That's what that Bible say, cry loud and spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Show my people their transgressions. Show my people. I'm not fitting to have blood on my hands. I'm not fitting to let guilt eat my conscience alive because I done swindled my people out of hard-earned money. Y'all don't see me. Listen, you don't see me out here starting GoFundMes and all of that if I don't have a plan. If you see New Breed start a GoFundMe, if you see New Breed start to ask for donations or something to that nature, I have a plan. I have a plan in motion. If you see me doing that, there's something that's going to come out of it that is going to be beneficial for the people. These people that's getting your money ain't got no plan. You should have asked Tamika Mallory, and you should have asked these people what their plan was. Who sat around with Black Lives Matter to find out what their plan was for Black America? Who did it? Who was in this meeting? Where were the leaders of our community? Who were the leaders who were entrusted, who have integrity in the community that sat around with these women before they started taking the money from the people? Yep, somebody said too many unrepentant heathens among in this captivity. Right. Somebody said no man can serve two masters, for either he will love one and hate the other. It says he will hold to one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and mammon. You can't serve the Most High and money. You can't do it. It's impossible. You're going to love one and hate the other. You know what that means? That those people, those degenerates, those self-proclaimed Marxists, those rebels, they hate God. Black Lives Matter and everybody affiliated hate God. And it's all about that filthy lucre. It's all about that mammon. It's all about that money. It's all about lining their pockets. Chasing behind ambulances. Waiting for the next black male to be killed. And it's always off of the backs of a black man. It's always a ritual being performed. They do it in hip hop, and they do it in these particular conglomerates and organizations. They can't wait to feast off the blood of our men. It's a constant scenario. Yes, God moved quickly. Let's pray the Most High move quickly and swiftly in the judgment of these people. Somebody said Deuteronomy 28 and 58, like Egypt again. Memphis is in the south. Says Memphis is the great American pyramid. America is Egypt. No, America is compared to Sodom and Egypt. America is also compared to in Babylon and Mystery Babylon in the Bible. The harlot will pay. The harlot will pay. But y'all know what it is, man. I had to come through and really get this off my chest because I hate to tell y'all I told you so, but hey, I did tell you so. It's time that we restore righteous counsel. It's time that we really begin to put our trust in people that who build a reputation that they can be trusted. It's time to have real meetings. Because no matter how it looks, the nation of Israel, we will dig ourselves out of the holes that they put us in. But it's going to take real men of the Most High, of courage and valor, to begin to politic. Because what they're doing right now is they're keeping us separated, isolated. They're shunning us. But if we can come together and we can really build, come up with some real plans, and it's people who serious-minded, I would love to go to the round table and talk to the brothers of truth. And that's what's going to happen. Shout out to everybody who support, and shout out to the power circle, because that's what it is. It's about the footwork, doing what's necessary to actually address the real issues and start to get proactive. We got to stop putting our trust in these devils. I love each and every one of y'all. I'm glad y'all caught the broadcast. If you gain edification from this stream, share it everywhere. Thank y'all for watching. With that being said, shalom and peace.